Okay, take 3 or something. I was asked to do a stranded setup guide. I'm doing like 1 weapon to +25, like 10-ish shadow blessing without killing any bosses, and Somberstones. Yeah, like a somber weapon. Somber weapon you can get to, I want to say +9 without any bosses. Yeah. Then if you want a +10, you need to kill at least 1 boss or 3 bosses, depending on which you go for. Let me just quickly get the maps. I should have gotten that before, just so it's easier to explain. Oh wow, I didn't get the pop-up before. Okay, yeah. So Rao asked me to do from the Hitless Discord, asked me to do like to show him the stranded smithing stone setup, and I thought like it's just the easiest way is just to record it and then upload it on YouTube. So maybe if somebody in the future wants to do a stranded run, it's really niche. I'm really people seen I haven't really seen people do stranded runs except for Gino. This smithing stone and shadow tree blessings setup route is from Gino's stranded run, so all credits go to him in that regard. So I just like looked at his run and just kind of more or less copied what he's doing. Maybe some extra stuff here and there. On top of that, as I said, I checked to. I found out where you can get Somberstones to get like 1 or 2 weapons to +9 or +10. Sorry. Yeah. I just gave myself the map so it's easier to see what I'm doing. This video will be pretty long, since there's a lot of like niche things you can know and I want to include, because like this DLC is really weird, I want to say. I will explain what I mean by that in a second here. I just want to say, like, the first things we want to do is we want to run through here. Here's a smithing stone pickup, but in order to do this section, we need to bait away some enemies, and for that we want to get the smith script spear that's here. So that's the first 2 goals we have. On the way we will check out this section, this like stuff. I don't know what it's called, like ruined something. I don't know. Scorched runes. Yes. Okay. Also, I'm running with the events. These are event triggers, right? So, do I have to explain what events are? Events are like events. They trigger stuff. So sometimes they trigger an enemy to get active before they just like before you activate them. They just don't hear anything, don't see anything. So that these are event boxes. Like this is the dangerous path here, because they can throw stones. The alternative is you jump onto this thing and then run. I guess I can show this quickly. It's really hard to line this up. That's why I always get off the horse and line my character up like that. Works easier for me. Then you just do that. That's a safer way to do it. But like you are like 30 seconds into your stranded run if you're doing stranded. I guess you could use this tutorial just for shadow tree blessings and not for smithing stones when you're already like set up from the base game. Then you would probably want to take the safer part, the safer way. And you can get down here, pick up some crafting material. It's not that important, I guess, kind of for what I'm doing here. So obviously, as you saw, you can get hit here potentially if you're slow. That's like the theme of this setup. It's not super easy actually, like because we have no stealth, and it's like, yeah, you have to execute well. You have to run good lines. You have to just don't miss any pickups and stuff like that, because you oftentimes you just have one shot at picking up the items you want. Yeah, but okay, we got the Blade of Mercy, the Hefty Pot, and the cookbook was for the, what's it called? My mouse gone. Okay, for the Hefty Fire Pot. We use this to like, it's a pretty easy to get ranged consumable. I'm using on this run. It has quite high base damage, I want to say. I don't really have good stuff to compare it to, but it's like good enough to like kill some enemies with it, or like, and it's like easy to get, right? We need the red flesh mushrooms and the black fireflies that I just like. It's super on the way to pick up these things, right? There's some here, and I believe like 2 more on this way. And that's why I just picked them up, because like I need some stuff to throw at enemies, and that's just the most straightforward range consumable I have access to. That's why I use it. Okay, we got this grace here, obviously the blessing right there. And then we make our way to the Smithscript Spear. You can run down here. But we need to get up here anyways later, so I'm just getting the grace now and then jump down the other way. There's some enemies here. Always just keep your eyes open. If you walk like this line, it's fine. There's these 2. I believe 1 more here. With dog. With this doggo, there's some of these red flesh mushrooms all over this place. Okay, now we get this grace here. As I said, we come back later. The plus 25's up there. The 1s and 2s are over there. Now we just get the other way down. What I started doing here, it's like decently safe. As I said, we are early into the run. I'm like willing to take some risks. You can like slow walk off of here to land like on some of these stones. I haven't done it in a while because like this works quite well, I want to say. What I do now is I just run this. I hug this stone and just run off. That just works for me somehow. Like this. And I just land here. If you slide off, you're dead. So probably use the safer way, the slow walk drop, if you're not doing stranded and you're like 1 or 2 hours in already, maybe more. Usually I also don't pick up this blessing yet because I want to go back to Tholier later. Is that how you pronounce them? I don't care. Yeah, but now we just drop down this other section here, and then we just jump up at Fort of Reprimand. Don't really need to care about him. I usually just jump off here, do like a double jump, so I don't get fall damage. Team Leaders changed the rules, so Torrent can't die anymore. It counts as a hit now, so I try to avoid fall damage as much as possible. This is kind of tricky here, you can die as well. There's a ledge here. If you slide off, you could also land here. That's also safe. If you slide off this stone, you're dead. What I started doing is I just, like, I jump, and I jump pretty early again. That's how I land here. And then you can either just instantly go for, like, for safety reasons, just land on this stone again. Now we just run through here. You can jump up this way. It's kind of tricky. Doesn't save a lot of time, but it looks cool. There's some militiaman, so I just, like, entraps here on the way. As you just saw, I guess. I just try to stay on the left side of this way. On this pathway, whatever. You just have to, like, take a closer look. Also, you don't get procced by a single trap, so you can just kind of gun it. As long as you don't catch like 2 or 3 in a row, you should be fine not getting procced. Build up is not a hit, so we're completely fine. Okay, now we just jump here, single jump here, and double jump here. I didn't give myself any shackles on the stranded run, so we have to activate these spirit rings the intended way, I guess. Okay, recording seems fine for now. Get this grace for later. There's stones in this castle. Fort, whatever. Then we just jump off here. Even if you took like 1 time fall damage on the drops before, you should survive here. Then we just jump up here. Get these stones and like hug the wall. It's not super, like you don't have to be super close, but like hug the wall, because like they are super fast. If they see you, they will 100% catch up to you. You cannot just run away from them with Torrent. And get this grace as well here. If you're not doing stranded and you want to be safer, you can jump up these stones. Because you, like, it's not a high percentage. It didn't happen to me at all now, for now. And I've done this setup quite a lot. But sometimes you can see like arrows from these knights down there. Like sometimes there are arrows in these rocks. That means they can potentially like shoot you while trying to aim for the dragon. Yeah, I don't really care about it. I'm like 1 or 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes in. I don't care. Also, it's a super low percentage. Nothing to worry about on a stranded run. Just run off here. I also just run off here, because if you jump, you can get the slower animation, the slower landing animation. Then you want to pick up this one. You want to pick up this one and this one. You can jump through here to have like a better line. Jump through again, and then get this one. And this is the Smith's Grip Spear. Then we just memory grace. Also, yeah, important. Don't get the grace. Don't get the grace. Okay. As I said, we want to go through this like kind of dangerous section as early as possible. Yeah, Smith's Grip Spear is like absolutely goated. Get it on every single run. It's just unlimited ammo, distraction tool. It is super good. There's also loudness levels, like you have to imagine it like a giant hitbox. There's a dog? Well, I didn't know that. He never caught up to me though, so probably fine. So loudness levels bloom like hitboxes, so to say. And like if you throw a kukri into a wall, it is not going to make as big of a sound compared to stuff like a great bow. Great bow arrows are like the loudest thing in the game, together with like the Smith's Grip Spear landing. So it's really just very good. And what you can do with it is like you can use the trajectory to just do stuff like this, where you can't actually see where you want to shoot, but it doesn't matter. I usually throw like 2. The first one jumps down usually, and when the second one is like here, you're fine as well. It's just you wanna be able to pick up this one without getting jumped. And then here you should pay attention to your stamina. And just run through. Be careful when they turn. Always keep some stamina, because like the dodge from Torrent is actually like enough to cover the distance when they do like their melee attack. Pay attention to their screaming ranged attack. It's not that fast, but it could technically kind of catch you if you're just running away from them in a straight line. Okay, here we can showcase like a theme of the DLC. That's really weird. Like they listen to the Smith's Grip thing, but if I walk here, they don't really hear my footsteps. That's a thing that happens a lot in the DLC. So oftentimes I will say they don't listen to sound, which oftentimes I should specify, because oftentimes I mean they don't listen to footsteps, but oftentimes they still listen to stuff like kukris being thrown into a wall or Smith's Grip Spears landing. And then there's actual enemies that just do not listen to sound at all. I try to be as specific as possible. You don't have to be as close as I am here, but I just like to pick up these Ember of Mesmers. They allow you to craft the fire coals, which are incredibly strong on fave runs, but also just very useful for non-fave runs. The cookbook is like here. It's super easy to pick up. You don't even need stealth or anything. I can show it later. But yeah, just pick them up. Get this grace, and then this blessing, of course. And then we kind of just gun it through here. You should never really get hit here if you're just fast. We can grab this rune. It's like 17.5k maybe. Pretty easy pickup. Pretty good. Then we want to go in this direction, but like down here, if you want it, there's a golden horn tender. Gives you plus 40% runes for like 3 minutes. So popping that after like a boss like Mesmer or Consort gives you a ton of money. Just do what I do here. I don't explain everything, but I do it the way that is consistent for me, and you should probably do it exactly like that. Now we get up here. There's some stuff you want to get in this Bonnie village. There's 2 pots. There's cookeries. And yeah, for now we just want to get that. You can, of course, there's the gesture that you need for meta, all the way back there. I won't get it now because like it's a free pickup. And what I like to do here is I like to delay a little bit. Don't like sprint, because there's an NPC already pathing. And if we instantly just sprint, now we can sprint. You have to wait a little bit for him. See, he's there. I'll run through here. There's some enemies here, so sometimes you have to wait for him. And if you make a noise, these guys could aggro and throw some shit at you. Get the cookeries and then just sprint through. They are like on these pots. That's why I started delaying a little bit. The gesture's back there, free pickup. Here's the second pot. And you can just do some fancy jumps. Don't have to do it, of course. It's like not unsafe to just go the normal way. It's just a pretty long setup, and I don't know. I try to optimize as much as possible. Yeah, our next goal is like get into Shadowkeep. There's this pretty tricky statue jump that's kind of sketch. And then there's like a bunch more running sections that like not sketchy in a way that's RNG, but sketchy in a way that you have to execute it very well in order to not get hit. The pathing there in this section is not really super important. It's just a few dogs. Unless you run through there, there's a curse plate in there, I think. And this guy should never really be an issue. I think. I wanna say I think. Because like this attack, I always outrange it, like it starts despawning like here. Yeah, it's I've never seen him do another attack actually. Okay, obviously you can pick up this grace if you wanna go for all legends. Go to this cathedral, do the meta stuff. I won't for now. Just to save time. Also up there, if you talk to the Kindred of Rot back there, there's a cookbook that allows you to craft these like the turtlenecks, the fine pickled turtlenecks or whatever, that give you a ton of stamina regeneration, which is pretty cool. It's not really worth it because like the crafting material is all over the place. Not really fast to pick it up. It's just if you want to do it, it is kind of fun, but it costs you more time than it's worth in the boss fights. Okay, now we just go through this. Okay, there's a fire knight coming up. What I do here is I aim with this like square on my compass, and I aim it at the top of this tower here, like you just saw. I do that a lot because you don't really have a crosshair in this game. It's just this is like kind of a alternative for a crosshair. Okay, probably should manage your stamina better. It's not that it matters, but okay. You can kind of land on this chandelier a little bit, so I didn't manage to do it here, but you can like soften your fall, so you don't get a long landing animation. That's like 50k here. Pretty sure that's just 50k. Yep. Now we just wait in this corner until the Fire Knight path passes. Not really in a rush here because he has like a nice. Ah, that's really annoying. I said not really in a rush here, but maybe the aggro's if we're lucky. I should just quit out. Don't run early. Let's redo this section real quick. We had some incidents. So I wanted to do it hitless. No, I obviously didn't. But I will be probably loading some save files anyways. Doesn't matter. Okay, as I explained before, I will cut that out. I use my compass finger to aim shit a lot. And this time I like up here and press heavy tag to strike that guy. Pick up this item here, Amber's Mesmer 5 something like that. And then just over here. It's also fucking stuff. Like, I lost my mouse, it went onto my other monitor, I minimized the fucking game so you couldn't see it. What I try to do here is I kind of run into this chandelier, so it softens my fall. You can get a hard landing if you don't. Doesn't really matter. Now this is a Rune of Unsung Hero. I picked this up already. I'm just redoing the section, of course. It's 50k for free, and you have to wait for this guy anyways. Don't rush this. He listens to footsteps. So don't like run early. Maybe after this like gate or whatever. Then you can pick up this. It's Amber's Mesmer. What I do here is I kind of stand like on this, the right side of this square thing. Is this a square? No, it's not a square. Whatever. And I try to align myself with my compass thing again. And I try to aim at the right side of the statue. Then just run good, jump late. And then you shouldn't really slide off the arm. Then here is a blessing. And then I slow walk until I can pick it up. Don't walk too far, because it happened to me before that this Fire Knight, there's a Fire Knight behind this wall. I can show it. There he is. Here, that guy. And he can path early. He can start his pathing early. It should be this one. I don't know how I managed to walk into this event box here. But don't run too far, is what I'm saying. Because now if you just run here, he will start his pathing at the perfect time for you to just run past. It's kind of annoying because this elevator's still up. Shouldn't be an issue though. Sometimes he will follow you. Obviously the elevator will be in the correct position if you're doing this the first time. So you don't have to wait for the elevator. Oh, he killed himself. Good job. So yeah, sometimes he follows you and throws like another fire call. You can just kind of block it with this wall. Speed this up a little bit. Okay. Then, this is Somber 9. I will go through the entire Somber route later. Again, like just for the Sombers, but I will just pick it up because it's right there. It's the best Somber 9 pickup that you can get. It's like right on the way. There is like several good ones, but this is the earliest one and the best one in my opinion. Then we want to go up first. You can go down first. There's like a few sections or a few strings of routes or like a few strings of things you want to do from each grace. I go up first because that like was more inconsistent for me. This guy listens to footsteps. I usually just backstab him for some money. Works with the fist as well. You don't need to use the spear for it. Yeah, but this guy listens to footsteps. This guy doesn't. I can show that later. That's why this DLC is so fucking confusing, because there's a lot of enemies just do not listen to footsteps whatsoever. But then there's some that do, and it's just so weird and confusing. Then we go up here. First up, we're gonna get the path to Mefmer, there you go. Okay, Mefmer and Gaius. I'll go to Mesmer first because there's this dangerous knight and you just run over here. I jump this. It's not necessary. Maybe it kind of helps sometimes because it makes the sound. Then I just wait here and see what he's doing. Actually, I don't. Since we're going to Mesmer, I need this path. I'm kind of confused because I did shit. There's a bat here. Don't walk into this event box right here. Stay here. And then what you want to do is you want to either chuck a spear at him. You can also use the kukris if you don't want to use them somewhere else already. But like if you want to do it weapon only, you want to use the consumable, of course, because you are not allowed to deal damage to enemies with other weapons than the weapon you're using for your own, obviously. Yeah, if you're using kukri, you can just lock on. If you don't, you want to kind of line yourself up, and then I just use my head to align it with the top of this, whatever that is. Then I just charge attack. Then I run forward. Do like this little step to the right, and then kind of walk diagonally onto this platform. Then just walk into here. It's not really hard to do at all. These two guys can hear you, but like if you kind of stay here in the middle, you are 100% fine. This next part is kind of tricky. I don't want to waste too much time here because there's also some guys pathing on the staircase. But what I wanna do is I run up to in between these two spear holder things. That's where I run to on this line of bricks or whatever, and I line myself up with this line and this line in between the two spear holders. And then I will use my head to align myself with a line on the wall. And then I just tap heavy when he's at a specific point. That's when you have to do it kind of specific if you want to kill him. I go here, I line myself up with this wall, and then if I see him through this gap of spears, I tap my heavy. Then I want to be really fast. Start crouching at this thing, go around this thing to make sure he doesn't see you. You don't have to have like a perfectly 90-degree angle to the edge. It's just make sure you get the backstab. If you miss the backstab, you're like most likely in a fuck ton of trouble. He just gave me 40k. He must have had like golden eyes or something. I didn't pay attention. And obviously here's the fragment. Yeah, if you wanna have if you're not doing weapon only, you can use the Ash of War to do some shit. But even if you're doing weapon only, he gives you a ton of money, so you can do it. It's yeah. Okay, next thing is we go up again. Now we want to clear the path to Gaius and get his grace, get the blessing here. Okay, now we need to pay attention to what the bat is doing up here. Ever since I started doing this little jump here, it happened to me really often that the bat falls down. So it's not 100% consistent at all, but it happens like maybe 5 out of maybe 50% of the time, maybe less. It's worth trying for sure. If he doesn't do that, it's also not that hard. I just stay down here until the path, like the bat is normally pathing in a square, like in a circle here, right? He's doing that all the time. And I just wait here so I can see up here, obviously. And when he like goes this way, then that's when I sprint forward, go up the ladder, and then I pick up this here. And then you kind of want to dance around this pillar with the bat so it doesn't see you. You can just like, right? So you wait here, wait until he paths like this way, and then you can run up here, go up the ladder, go here, and he should be around this area once you get to this place. Then you just go slow. As I said, dance around the pillar. Then yeah, it's really easy. You would probably first try it, so don't feel the need to like show it. You can go down here. You can also drop directly behind the bat. He shouldn't see me here. Yeah. This is a Somber 8. There's a better Somber 8 that you can pick up, but if you wanted to pick level up 2 Somber weapons, you could get this one. As I said, after I'm done with the usual Smithing Stone setup and Shadow Tree Blessing setup, I will go through the Sombers. I got my little list here. Got like 2 or 3 options, or 2 options for every Somberstone. And yeah, this video will be like at least fucking 2 hours or something. Okay, maybe speed this up. Yeah, but there's just a lot of like really niche things you can know about the setup, because there's a lot of enemies that just don't behave like they usually would, right? There's a lot of enemies that need you to walk into event triggers, like boxes like these, before they get active and before they start hearing stuff. Get the blessing here. Also get the blessing first, because you can fast travel away while lighting the grace. And then go loft again. Then I just jump into this little knock here. Doesn't have to be super precise. Then you can just walk here. He will not see you. This acts like a wall that he cannot see through. And I can show that real quick. He does not listen to footsteps. Like a jump is fairly loud, or like the landing of a jump, and he did not hear me. And then we just jump left here. Now we can just run off. Just make sure you're sprinting. And now you want to land on these feet. Thank you, Miyazaki. You see the box here. You see the box. Don't land on anything other than the feet. You can show that real quick. If you land on this wooden thingy, or like anywhere other than the feet, you will get instantly smoked by these guys. They fucking jump at you with everything they have. So make sure you hit the jump. Even if you land on the wood things here, you are just like cooked. My mouse is gone. Nice. Okay. I can't run. Nice. Dude, border this window. Fucks with me. Get this grace. You don't have to, but you should. If you're doing the Ansbach ladder cheese, like if you like wanna cheese ladder and want Ansbach to solo ladder for you, you wanna get this grace, because there's some stuff you have to do later, which I probably won't include. But if you want to do that, there's a guide by Mr. Witty on YouTube. That shows you. It's like super simple. Well, you can just, when we go here, there's Ansbach, you talk to him 2 times. And then basically you can go and play the game. And then when you're in front of ladder, you do all of the other stuff that Ansbach needs for his quest line. That's why I get this grace now. But I won't do it now, because it's super safe. There's other more dangerous stuff that we want to do. So we jump up here. Jump once and then press forward. And then I line up my little crosshair with the gap, or like the in between these 2 piles of whatever this is. Nice backstep. And then we just slow walk off and land on these tombstones or whatever. Okay, there's a fire net back here. What you can do is, what Gino does is, he runs straight down there, picks up the item, and fast travels out. You have to be super fast. And it's like, it's not really worth the risk always here, because now we're like a few minutes into this run. When you can, what I do is, it doesn't really show the event box for this guy, but he is back there, and he will only start pathing if you walk onto this thing. That's what I do. I just walk here, and then just wait for him to walk past me, of course. I haven't checked if he hears any sounds, but like for sure he doesn't hear footsteps. So pick up this. Now we go back section. Now we did the 3 strings of things we want to do from the loft grace. So now we are done with the loft grace for now. Now we drop down to the first floor grace. So pick up that. Then I will call up the elevator and fast travel to that grace again. Just to reset the enemy positions. Okay, wait a little bit until you hear like the chains. Now you just want to gun it. There's a militia man right here, but he shouldn't be an issue. And then these guys can throw shit at you. But if you don't make a mistake, you can run fast enough and block them with the wall. Okay. Now we want to go here. There's an event box again. When you step into the event box, you have to be running and you cannot stop running. You have to run through. Otherwise, the pot lady that will jump out of the door will hit you. Right. I should probably create a save here. Where's my fucking save file manager? It's gone. Okay. Just to show that, in case I mess up. That's like a gold pickled foul foot if you need more money. There's a pot back here, but you can easily just bait him out by walking into his event trigger. Pick up the thing and then run. And then what I said is important. You want to have full stamina here and then stop. Don't stop running. If you regenerate stamina, you're dead here. Okay, we want to jump onto this railing. You can go back a little bit. She has like quite some problems to follow you here. So it took quite a while, right? So you can... And you should probably make sure you don't mess up this jump, because if you mess up the jump, you have a high chance of dying. Again, just run here. Don't regenerate stamina. Don't stop running. Then what you want to do is you jump, you press forward once, you queue up a run, not like that. Ah, man. Like on runs, I usually never fuck this up, but like when you try and explain shit, like then that's when you like fuck up your inputs. But you want to queue up a run. I'm not sure if I need to explain. Oh, dude, oh my god. I need to cut all of this out. No, I won't. Okay, let's lock in. This part right here makes it seem like I don't know what I'm doing. And I never get hit here. Okay, you jump once and press forward into the corner. You go back, you queue up a jump, and you want to land on this bed. If you don't land on this bed, the pot lady will aggro to you. And she has some magic fucking shit that can hit you pretty easily. So you don't want to do that. Then I usually just run and throw a spear back there. Is that little pot running at me already? No, he's just running around. It's fine. You also don't really have to throw the spear. Just make sure you are on the left side while running through the doorway. Then the other pot lady will never hit you, and then we just run through. Get the grace for later. Yeah. I delayed. Usually, she never catches up to me. I also didn't take any damage, right? So it should be no hit. Yeah, no hit friendly. Usually she doesn't catch up to me just because like explaining shit makes it a little bit harder. Okay, as you said here, like it's pretty much RNG their position. There's a smithing 2 here you can pick up. A Somber 2. And then back there is a Somber 9 again. As I said, I already showed the best Somber 9 pickup, but at the end of this, like after I've done the setup, I will go through the specific Somberstone's locations again. But that was another 9. And on the bridge there is the best smithing 2 pickup. The best Somber 2 pickup. Okay, then we get this grace. We could fast travel out. What I want to quickly show is, if you want... Okay, my map is not... I'm still... the guys still aggro to me. If you want more money for whatever reason, you can run around here. It's safe. There's no enemies. Like, maybe like a bear here, but like if you just run a close line, you should never... There's no enemies. Here is a golden horn tender. Another one that gives you plus 40% money for 3 minutes. So if you want to have that, you can get it. It's pretty slow, so I'll do it right now. Now we go down here. There's some stones. There's some consumables that are pretty good. Oh man, I'm not used to the lighting anymore. I also send the elevator up because I want to go down here again. What I do here is I wait until he's like on these spears. I go into this corner and aim my little crosshair at the top of these spears and then charge a heavy. But like wait until he is in like on these spears. That works best for me. Then you can pick up these 2s and then like bone darts. If you want to do like a kill that relies on poise damage and the enemy not regenerating their poise. This is super scuffed right now. Because as you saw, like my character wouldn't run. Normally if you just run into the event trigger and just run through, you should never be having issues. Here I don't run off the edge, because then if you run off, you get like a hard landing. They can follow you if you're too late. Yep, if you're too slow, I mean. But yeah, usually you saw like my character wouldn't run because I was tapped out. It's like super scuffed, but like usually you just run through, no issue. You can also just like run straight on the left side of the boat things or whatever that is, and they will like pretty much never hit you. Okay, next thing here. This guy is not active. He will not hear shit. He will become active if you walk into this corner, like into this event box. Same thing goes for this guy. There's a Black Knight back here. He will start pathing and we have to wait for him. So what I started doing is I sneak into here to start his pathing, then I sneak into here to activate him, and then I chuck a spear back there. So we sneak in here. Sneak in here. Go backwards so he doesn't hear the... Like the throwing of the spear also does make a sound. So get the golden vows. It's a consumable golden vow. On a stranded one, it's one of the only buffs you can get, so pretty important to me. Get this smithing wands here. And then you could already fast travel out if you wanted to. If you... up here's another golden vow. One more. And it's pretty fast. So I'll just do it. Okay, what I'm doing here is, if I walk into here, the first the first Black Knight will start pathing. There's another one here with a bow that will always shoot like a scripted attack here. Once I walk into, there's like a second box, you can see it. There's first box, and there's a second box. Once I walk into the second box, he will shoot an arrow. It will always be like a scripted attack is... He won't aim it at me, right? He will always just shoot straight ahead. So if what I can do is I can run into here, open the door, use my jump to destroy both these things, and he will always shoot like... I guess he aimed it at me a little bit. But if you just run through, he will never hit you. Then you just drop down. I'm pretty sure they can't follow. And then you have your 4th golden vow. Now we go back to more runes. I'm already almost... Oh my god. Already... Almost 50 minutes. Yeah, it's a long fucking guide, but there's a lot of stuff you can like pay attention to if you want to be 100% consistent. Walk my path here. There's a knight. If you're too much to the left, he might be able to aggro onto you. Get the fragment here. There's a rune pickup right here. 12.5k or something. And then just keep right here. Yep. Okay, then just stick to the left wall here. There's some grave birds that are active, but if you just sprint past them, they will not really be able to do shit. There's that one. Just sprint past. Nobody an issue. Now we want to pick up these smithing stones back there. What I do is I like approach from the right side and then sprint towards the left while picking them up. Obviously don't miss this pickup, because if you do, it's like kind of messy. Like I didn't train the approach from back here. Like technically you could rest at that grace here and then try to pick them up from behind, but it's like I haven't trained it, so I can't really tell you how to do it. Yeah. Now we just wanna kind of run through here. The pathing doesn't matter super much. Just kind of walk in a straight line. Now we have to deal with this golem archer. This time he aggroed pretty late, so we have to delay here behind this like thing he shot, so we can go. Now we just use this. We can go a little bit further. Shot again. Now we can go. Up here's a smithing stone 8 pickup. There's another one that is maybe safer. Like if you're late here, you can maybe not pick it up. And here you just run. Just run. Don't waste time. He shot into like the ground again. And then I just strafe to the right here, so it can be blocked here. There's trees, there's this thing. I didn't get hit this way. I think the other way here where you jump over the walls is more dangerous. Okay, now we want to pick up the two-handed talisman. And the blessing, of course. You don't need to, like, there's some mushrooms here that I pick up. It's not really necessary, of course, unless you need them. Just run in here. Don't waste time, run upwards. And I do like a little slow walk, because it's weird on keyboard and mouse. I chuck a spear there, just with a tap heavy. So this guy is distracted, then you can, like, jump out and jump back in. So you land here, pick up the blessing. I double jump here. Okay, this event box triggers his pathing. And then we just throw a spear back there, maybe a little bit higher. Nice. Sometimes you can't really jump off the horse when you're on like stairs and stuff. It's kind of annoying. Maybe he sees me here. I don't really care, to be honest with you. He will not catch up to me. Now we have to be kind of careful. I didn't do this a lot, but it like seemed super safe to me. What I do is I jump here. And this guy is passive, so unless you land on top of him, he shouldn't really attack you. There's a guy up here that can throw shit, but if you just run through, he should never be able to hit you. So that was the Somber 3 right there. Yeah, the guy next to the Somber 3 is passive. That means he will not attack you unless you attack him first. That means just make sure you don't land on him. Because that's... deals like tiny bit of damage. Let me just go down these tombstones things, whatever. Nice. It just turned the other way. Okay, this was kind of sketchy. Okay. Almost died again. Here's a very nice spot to farm these round rocks. If you need them, they are like a pretty good throwable again. On like, I guess strength runs, but also every other run. Because you can carry so many of them, right? They are like, they count as a crafting material or whatever. And that's why you can like carry, I guess 999? I don't know. Very good consumable. You can pick up the grace that is back here in the cave and then just run back there and just run a little circle. Just don't go too far back. There's a tree spirit that will spawn eventually, but I don't need too many on this run, so I just get these two. Next thing is there's 3 of these little. I don't even know how they're called. I don't care. I usually just sprint at the left side. I like pretty much this way here. I just sprint this. You are fine unless he does unless he does one attack. In that case, you have to double jump. I won't make this RNG happen right here. You just have to figure this out. I just try to explain now how it looks when he does it. His whole body will like go back like this. Like go back and hopefully my mouse is kind of visible. But he will go back and to the right. Like this. And then he does like a little whoop. A little sweep attack. And when he does that, when he goes back like that, you have to double jump. Otherwise you will be hit. In every other case, you can just sprint through here. Does he do it? Does he do it? He doesn't do it. And I just get off here. Just don't get too close, but it's like... Yeah, they don't have the range, simply. Then you have the two-headed turtle talisman. Now you have a pretty respectable talisman setup already. And then you just like crouch into this corner and walk, and they will de-aggro at some point. Now, we went back to this grace we picked up earlier, and now I'm gonna spend all my runes. Because we have to memory of grace a bunch of times. Which is fine, because I just get strength. Usually I don't get it, but I want to show something later, that's why I'll get some strength. It's fine to spend all our runes here, because we will pick up a bunch of... Like, we already picked up so many runes, right? We have like 50k here, that's 25k. Oh, yeah, be careful. There's some blood fiends here. You want to like kind of maneuver between them. It's not really precise. It's just like you run through. It's not that deep, bro, honestly. Usually I kind of run like this. Maybe like this line here. Just go like that. And there will be 2 here, 1 here or something. And a few over there. What you can do is here, you can like path like this. And then go behind this pillar. And then there's a rune pickup right here. And then there's a cave with 5 sacred bloody flashes. Whatever. They are like pretty good on an arcane run like I'm doing. Otherwise not really all that good. But if you do an arcane build, if you want to have the bleed buff they give, you can pick them up. What do you need to do for that? I said like you run here, go behind this pillar, and then just crouch here. There will be a few blood fiends fighting mesmer soldiers. And you just kind of have to wait them out, and then when they're done, sneak behind them, use like the Smith Script Spear to bait them away. Stuff like that. I won't show it because it takes a long time. Don't get the grace. Now we get some more smithing stones. We pick up this rune. For free money. Free money, yeah. There's a blob, don't get it. Pick up this stone. Pick up this stone. And now I just stop running here, drop onto this thing, so I can turn back around quickly, drop up, pick up this stone, pick up this stone. Then we jump across here. Then we pick up these 2 stones here. This one and this one. And then we jump back up. And go all the way up now. Pay attention to your stamina, so that you don't, like, I don't know, run off here. Now we go back down here. We want these 2 stones. This is a Somber 8 for the Somber setup. But like the other 2 smithing stones are important for now, right? But that's like probably the best Somber 8 you can get. There's 2 blobs here. They have a good position right now. I fucked up. Usually I don't want to fall off while throwing the spear. But like your objective is just to turn them around. You can kind of see them turning sometimes. So you don't like get hit while you have the fall recovery. And pick up the 8s there. With these 8s we already have enough. We have 12. Yeah. Then we go up the ladder. There's a Somber back here, but it's not safe to get it. So we'll just walk straight to the staircase to avoid the 2 blobs. Then there's another swimming stone here and another one here. And we just jump down. And now we just drop down here, pick up this one, and then Memory of Grace. We have some time. They need to get up first. They're old. It's not that precise or like hard to do. Okay. Now, since we Memory of Grace once, we just do some other stuff where we have to Memory of Grace as well. We go to for the Reprimand, or like behind for the Reprimand. Go up here. And then we just go up the ladder. In this chest there are some smithing aids, but we pick up the ones from like the section with the golem archer, so we don't need them. Can technically get this grace, I don't care right now. And then there's a rune here. That's like an interesting thing again here. There's an omen killer back here. He will not like react to anything. You cannot like... You cannot distract him with sounds at all. He's like completely inactive. I don't really see the box that triggers him, but he will always just pretty much get aggro to you. I haven't tested this with stealth focus because I'm doing stranded, but your only chance is to really dodge him. So let's see if we can do it. That's like a fire attack. Do I have to dodge him again? Don't. There's a few attacks he can do. You just have to do this a bunch of times to just get safe. And then we pick up the... That was a Rune of America, which is 80k. With these runes, we have enough to upgrade any weapon, pretty much. So, now we got up this ladder. There's a thing we can do here. Just, let me check quickly. If you don't make a sound here, this is pretty cool. I kind of made a sound, but whatever. You didn't hear it, apparently. I guess he saw me maybe now. It's kind of annoying. Let's try to show this real quick. Nice. That is... Yeah, good thing that this happens. Did he aggro to me already? Okay, whatever. It's not an important item though. It's... What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's a good thing that this happened. You have to be careful. Like, the hitbox of this thing, and like, it gets stuck to like walls like these pretty frequently. You have to be careful. Like, for what we're doing now, this doesn't matter that he aggroed. We just jump down here and just get lost. But on this corpse, like next to the wooden thingy, there's some bone darts. Again, if you want to have them for like fights where you want to keep up the poise, you can pick that up. Just make sure you like maybe throw the spear before jumping onto the wall. Okay, whatever. Next thing. Here's a bunch of enemies. They will not listen to anything I do right now, right? They don't care because they are inactive. That's what I'm talking about. This is the event box that activates them. So what I do is I sneak in here, I wait for them to get done, and then I throw Kukri back here. I don't know, Kukri just works better. So we walk in here, go back. I wait for this guy until he turns around. Okay. I stand up and I throw Kukri at the corner. Then I sneak sprint over here. Pick up this. And then pick up that. They sometimes aggro. That's why we Memory of Grace, or that's why we spend our runes so we can Memory of Grace here. In case they aggro. Also, keep in mind, they can throw firebombs like they did before. So you wanna take a step back from the wall, because the explosion could hit you behind the wall, right? Okay. Next step, we go here, because we need to Memory of Grace again. Go next to the Egon Grace, and then we just sprint up here. So yeah, if you have to Memory of Grace, just don't be too close to the wall, because the firebombs could hit you through the wall. that happens. There's some like red fresh mushrooms here. You don't have to go this way. The other way is probably... It's not that precise, all the stuff here. Wait, I got shot at, man. Right, be careful. Be fast when you do this. Don't miss your jumps. If you do it like that, you should be fine. I never got hit doing this. Yeah, but just don't get stuck. Don't run too... Maybe it's worth for you to check which ones of the gravebirds are like actually gravebirds and which are just like statues. And yeah, make sure to avoid them. So here's our plus 25. Now we're missing 1, 2, and 1s, 2s, and 7s. Okay. Go back here. We wanna distract them with simple tap heavies enough here. Turn them around so we can safely pick up these smithing tools. And now I memorize this spot where like the grass ends and the stone here starts. It's like pretty good spot to remember. Sprint off, jump into here. Sometimes you take damage, sometimes you don't. Doesn't matter. You will not die as long as you land on this rock. Now we go in here. Get the grace, cause like this, you probably want to fight Dragonman later. He gives you access to like stealth, right? Wait, is there like somewhere here stealth? Gives you access to bail and all of the other stuff that's back here, of course. So yeah, get the grace. It's annoying when getting out of this cave, but you have to do it. Do it like I did, like run to his left wall, drop down. He will not notice you. And then memory of grace. 1 hour already. It is a whole lot slower if you're explaining everything. But that doesn't matter. I'd rather have like somebody that explains stuff in depth to me. And yeah. Okay. Now just the 7th are missing. We go more runes again. I just pick up these Ember of Mesmers again. They respawn on every rest. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they do. So that's like the farming spot. You just travel to that grace and pick up the few that are here. There's some enemies here. I will throw a spear into this tent. I do this with slow walk so they don't see me early, and then charge a heavy back there. He will stand up, but he will turn around as well. This was kind of unfortunate RNG, so the little soldier like walked backwards. If you miss the pickup, I would argue just run for it and just try it again. Rest at the grace again. If you obviously you want to avoid Hornsand, having Hornsand at the ladder fight. How you do that? Like the easiest way and the fastest way to do it is you talk to him 3 times here. Talk to him 3 times. So 1, 2, and then when he says reckoning, yeah, you want to have like he needs to say reckoning, and that's when you can stop talking to him, of course. The next step you have to do after this, if you just have to fight Mesmer, and after you killed Mesmer, you have enough time to run to Hornsand's summon sign and to summon him. Then he will do his little speech. Mesmer will die. You will rest at the grace, or like travel to that grace. You need to reload this area once, but don't leave. And then he should be standing. If he's like kneeing, you're dead. Your run is dead. But if he's standing, then you did everything correctly, and you wanna like exhaust all his dialogue again. Like talk to him 2-3 times again. Get the fragment here, get the Ember of Mesmer if you want. Yeah, but if you do that, he sounds like happy if you did it right. If he sounds sad, you're on sad. But he was standing and he's happy, and he says like something redeemed. He doesn't want to be redeemed. That's the keyword you want to look for. That's when you did everything correctly. And if he does that, he will not appear at the ladder fight. The wall, I jump off the horse because the invasion will unhorse me anyways. So do that before running into the church. Then you grab the double fragment, and then just run out here. Run to its south, and then just run. He will never catch up to you. But yeah, if you did everything correctly, he will say something about redeemed Hornsand. And then he will invade you in, like, somewhere here, in front of Romana, after the second elevator. But since we are doing this running section to Romana before actually killing Mesmer, that is also not an issue for us. You don't need the grace. You can get it if you want to, but you don't need it. Drop down carefully here. And then we want to jump to this thing. You can do it slow, you can do it fast, whatever. Feels better to you. It's really not a hard jump though. And then we just run over here. Drop down here. I drop against this wall. Then I want to sneak forward a little bit. Just like I did. Which otherwise you won't like start pathing. After you did, we can pick up our stones here. Now I would usually go to this grace. I buy some stuff from him here. Like I buy the.
You the tarnet lady let us another tarnet. My name is I too. Oh, are you not affected?
He talks a lot, so probably don't go to him unless you want to buy something. I usually buy this thing. And I also sell my runes. Now, next thing, I would pick up Shriek of Sorrow. That's a cool thing. Like, usually if you want to pick up Shriek of Sorrow, I think it's like here. Queeline, or however he's called, will invade you. But by going this way first, we trigger this invasion. And now this invasion is active and this one isn't. So now we can pick up Shriek without getting invaded by him. I would usually do this first before upgrading my weapon. But the next step for you will be upgrade your weapon to plus 25. We have the money now. I just need to quickly pick up my weapon. Because on the next stuff we need to do in the setup requires us to kill like enemies. I can also craft like 2 of those already. If you go here in order to pick up the Red Katana, also pick up the Grace, because you most likely want to go into this cave or jail and want to pick up the hefty pots for the leather cheese. Okay, pick up my weapon. Let me speed up the game here so it's faster. Okay, so this is yeah, this way we managed to max our weapon out with just smithing stones from the DLC. I can spend my runes here. Get some okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter for now. Okay. Should I show that? I can do it later, maybe. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Next thing, we want to go here. Now we just do the rank section to Romana, of course. There are some more blessings. That's why we want to do it early. Also, again, we naturally avoid the Hornsend invasion that happens after you summoned him for the Mesmer fight by doing this section earlier. Let's run here. There's a curse blade somewhere on the left, but if you just stay here, there he is. If you just stay here, he will not be aggroing to you. Then kill this guy. That's why we upgraded the weapon. Get his Shadow Tree Fragment. Drop down here. And then we just go on it. This section is pretty easy. There's nothing really to worry about. I guess there's these guys, but like they are not really doing shit. Like sometimes I don't know actually who did that, but this attack is like outrunnable, even on foot. Should never be an issue. Just make sure that you don't need to walk that far to the left, but just make sure you avoid Devonia, of course. I get this grace actually, because there's some stuff that could go wrong. So, get the grace. And get the fragment, of course. Might now. Okay, 1 hour 15. At least we're done with the normal setup soon. Make sure you don't miss this jump. It's easy, but it can catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. And then just stick to the left here. None of these, like whatever these things are, will lag you. Just stick to the left. Easy peasy. Get the elevator. You could even send it down in case you do miss the skip that I'm about to show. Just run past these guys. There's a dog, just doesn't matter, just run past. Okay. What I wanted to show, if you wanted to, again, it takes some time. You can chuck some Smithscript spears back there to bait these two dogs. There's a blood fiend behind this pillar, but he will also hear that and just walk towards it. You need to throw like 2 or 3 spears to get to this item. It's a golden horn tender, which gives you money, of course, if you want it. It's probably not worth on any percent, of course, but if you're doing it all legends and maybe you want to get enough stats for 2 weapons or something, it's might be useful. And there's a dog like somewhere here, so don't go too far to the right side. Now, because I wasted time, didn't run to the spot already, we have to make sure we wait for this guy. He like has quite a big arrow range. I wouldn't try and mess with him. Just hide behind a pillar until he's gone. He also has the mini Moog spear, so he could do some magic shit at you probably or someone. You could also chuck some spears behind him. Yeah, do the skip. It's really easy. Like you shouldn't really have issues doing this. This is the more like tricky part, but also not hard, but it's just tricky. What I do is I line my crosshair up with that tree, and then I look all the way down as far as the camera allows me to do. And then I don't know. I like align the front of Thorn, like his horns, with this. It's kind of hard to see with the shadows here, but sometimes you can see like a line of the grass getting a little bit darker, like this. I don't know, something You have to figure this out yourself. It's more about feel than anything else. And now that I'm lined up like this, I can just double jump without giving any directional input and land on the tree. Then I start pressing forward and do double jump again. If you miss this, you should be fine. Because sometimes there's skips where there's no ground you can play on below. And then they put like a kill box which will kill you. This is actually easier because you have a much longer fall than the average spot where they put a kill box, right? So you have a gigantic fall that allows you to fast travel away if you miss this jump. But it's also super easy. Then we pick up this cookbook here. This allows us to craft the heavy rod pots. And then just run through the left. Probably don't walk, so you are not as long in his field of view. And now they saw me, which is kind of annoying. Use that to block it. Like, if you're, like, unsure, just run out. I want to show this properly. So... I'll just quit out here. Just to reset their positions. This might be weird. Like, usually... what happens is... if I don't waste that much time talking... they... like, now they're pathing backwards, which is also fine. He doesn't really see you. Even if they are, like, at the farthest point they can go, you can safely just sprint past. Like, sprint like this, sprint fast. And then they won't be able to attack you in time. But then you can't waste any time here. You throw a spear behind this guy. Throw maybe two, but one is fine. Then pick up this and go into the elevator. Like, as I said, even if you, like, spend time, usually no matter the position of these two pathing a kindred of rods that, like, cause some issue right now, usually they should never be an issue. You can just sprint past, sprint fast, sprint a good line, and they shouldn't be an issue. Also, pick up all the flowers I just picked up. And then go up here. This is the usual Scarlet Bud farm that you use in order to get your rod pots. But by picking up all the flowers that I just picked up, there's another pickup that's like more in the center of this room where they were just pathing. If you pick up that, you already have enough. But if you pick up every single flower that I just picked up, you have 12. I don't know why I have 13 right now. Ah, because I reloaded. Yeah, because I reload the area. And picked up one more. Yeah, but usually you are 12, and then you need to, like, do this little farming run one more time. Then you have 14, which allows you to craft the 7 hefty rod pots that you need for the leather cheese. Or, like, in order to cheese dry leaf Dane. Yeah. So pick up all the flowers I just did. Then you just have to do one more farming. And then you have your 14. Then we just jump down here. You probably shouldn't miss this building. Otherwise you might be dead. I couldn't tell you because I didn't miss the jump yet. So that probably means the jump's pretty easy. And then we just run off here. Can also jump, doesn't matter. Turn left. Then I use this little pile of rocks that gives you enough height to make this double jump. Now pick up this, which is Talisman of all Crucibles, incredibly good talisman. Gives you more iframes, gives you actual iframes on the backstab. So this is probably your talisman setup for a stranded run. Everything else is kind of not that super viable. Okay, so now we did this. There should only really be this thing left. Maybe I'm forgetting something here, because, like, it's actually harder to think of everything when you're just talking all the time. You can use the flame spear for this. If you're doing weapon only, you have to use a consumable, of course. But we want to kill this guy here. Should be pretty easy with a hefty fire pods. I fucked it up. That's not good. In that case, you would probably just rest and do it again. That's the dangerous thing that can happen here. You pick up the wrong item. I'll just do it again. I can show it with the Ash of War as well. Just get off the horse here and then just charge it. This is definitely better than throwing the pot, but like if you're doing weapon only, you don't really have a choice. Also, this time this item spawned in a better position. Yeah. There's a lot of pickups like that. If you miss them, don't worry about it. Just fast travel to the grace or just rest there normally and just get it. I should probably show like 1 or 2 more things after this. You can jump off here. Might take fall damage, but he won't die. Same goes for this drop here. Oh, there's a guard there, I didn't even know. But judging from his position, he should probably be passive, and you don't have like a landing fall recovery, so you should be fine. It's actually good that this item is here, because I need more fire pots. Then just he walks in that direction by himself, but I just throw a spear just to make sure. What else did I want to show? We should be getting to Shadow Blessing 10 and 1 more fragment here, if I did everything correctly. So just check it. If I don't, then I missed something. Oh my lord, I just noticed that my entire shit is fucked up. That is so fucked. What is happening, dude? Oh lord. What is happening, dude? Oh my lord, that must have happened when like... Oh no. Oh, fuck me, dude. Yeah, I know why this happened. And now I just closed my... No. Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, before my mouse kind of randomly got onto my second monitor, and then I tried to pull it back into every single keyboard mouse player knows this issue of playing borderless is super annoying. But like my mouse got off of my onto my second monitor, and then I messed shit in massive shit in OBS while trying to somehow find my mouse. That's why my little keyboard overlay got fucked up, but I don't care. It's not that important for now. Yeah. But as I said, we got to Shadow Tree Blessing 10, and we have 1 extra fragment. That's all that's you can get more, no question. Like you can drop down here, I will show it later, to get like a Somber 1. You can find some one back here or something. Like you can get more, but this is like within reason, I would say. Because like now we have, as I said, 10 plus 1. If you kill Gaius now, you get 5 fragments, which gets you to plus 12, which is the soft cap, right? So this is the most efficient way to do it, I think. Now I just quickly show how to get the... You can pick up these ones here if you want to. Pick up that. There's an enemy back there, but like... Should never see you if you do it like that. Now you sneak into here and get the GoPro for the fire calls. That is one thing I wanted to show. The other thing I wanted to show is... Now I don't have a weapon anymore, but that doesn't matter. The other thing I wanted to show... Now I'm on a new save file because I already started the Somber setup. Before showing this. But I wanted to show how to get the Mold Monger's spell bearing or something. First, because that is like part of the normal setup, because you need to do it on like almost every single run, because like the leather fight is so fucking trash. That you wanna raw cheese Dane on every single run. Okay. We did this before, right? We can delay here. We wait until the Fire Knight hits these spears on the ground. I get into this corner, I stand up, I aim at this tip of these spears and charge my attack. Probably follow the setup exactly because there's... I don't know how to tell you. I don't need to pick this up. As I said, like, I did this before. I just on a new save file now. Jump down here. Don't jump into the fucking hole here. You are dead if you do. What was I saying? Probably follow this exact setup with distracting the Fire Knight, because he can do some really, really weird shit if you... I don't even know how to explain it. He will like start walking backwards. You might hit the... You might hit the wall with your spear and then he turns around and aggroes to you. Like, just don't mess with it, man. Just don't mess with it. Just do it like I did. It works for me very consistently. Okay. Like some box here is for him waking up. But what you do is you come out of this and you just aim at this one here. It might be this one. The circle. Or the cylinder. Just like aim at this edge and then just go around here and just... You can run straight and he will not wake up. Okay, it's a pretty long run, but whatever. There's 2 gaps here, so be careful and jump. Here's the first one, and then like here's the second one. Here you also just don't want to waste time at all. They aggro to you, they might be throwing shit at you, just don't waste any fucking time at all. You shouldn't get hit, like it's consistent to run through here, but like don't waste any time. He does that, you can run past it. You can like run past him here, jump off early maybe. Here's a like one cool thing you can do is you can, instead of walking the normal way, you can jump off here and then jump here. That like avoids him seeing you. Which like is just easier than you cannot throw shit at you while you're resting. Then this is the Moldmonger spell bearing. What the fuck? This used to work for me. Okay, whatever. Like it's kind of aim with your head onto this whatever this is. And then just charge a heavy. You can also use kukris if you wanted to. Then you just jump down here again. Don't waste time. Don't give the fucking dragonflies any time to attack you. Now what you can do is here as well is you can pick up some round rocks again. And then you have your bell bearing right here, which allows you to buy the fly mold, which is the other ingredient you need for the hefty rod pots. And then if they don't leave you alone, you can just maybe actually you can just fast travel like that. So this for real now is the finished the finished setup. I did this last part on another save because I already started doing the Somber setup, but whatever. But like this is the basic setup I wanted to show. You have 4 golden vows now. You have a plus 25. You have a Shadow Tree Blessing plus 10. If you kill guys, you have plus 12. This is like the basic smithing stone setup. Now we're going directly into the Somber setup. I should explain the shit again now. I have my little list here. I have found at least 2. There are some more, but I only included 2 locations for every single stone. I try to at least find 1 stone that requires you to kill no bosses. The other ones do require you to kill some bosses, but are like more convenient. The other ones I included if you want to upgrade like a secondary weapon. Like for me, I would like to just have the Great Katana as my main weapon, and then I'm already like going into NLM because again the Great Katana is my main weapon. And then I just pick up some stones here because I only need a secondary weapon with Somber. So that's like after Ballarat's Skid or some stuff, right? I won't run the entire sections again, right? So this time I will just show where the Somber stones are. And like I will show the path from the nearest grace. If you want to see how to get the grace, I just did the entire setup, right? Okay, first things first. We start with the no enemy version for the Somber one. And then you can just jump down here somewhere. You can also run here. Doesn't matter, just don't aggro him. I haven't checked his aggro, his targeting view range, whatever. But just keep your distance, right? We don't need to risk anything. And actually I ran the wrong way. This is how you can tell I didn't do this a lot. I actually want to be here. And then you can just jump down here. There's no enemy on this platform. Now you just jump off here. There's an enemy pathing down here, but even if you like jump down, make some noise, he doesn't hear you. Here's another fragment, which is pretty cool, I guess. And then there's your Somber one. That's the first Somber one. The other one is after Ballarat Skip. That you can pick up together with the 5. So I will show that in one go when I pick up the 5. And we'll skip that for now. The Somber 2 I showed already in the normal setup. It is the first option is, and probably the best one, is you just, when you're doing your usual setup and you have to run this way anyways, you just run here, and then the last pickup on the right side is the Somber 2. So we sprint past here. We still have some stamina so we can dodge this. I'll just go left here. Not that one, but the last one on the right side is the Somber 2. Wow, that works actually? It doesn't matter. Usually you would just keep running. I just don't want to waste any more time here. That's how you pick it up. You just run through, pick it up, just continue to run. You saw how I did it in the normal setup. Next one, Rune Forge Lava Intake. This is that one right here. We have this grace. Which is probably the fastest way. You can also just, if you like are afraid to drop down these things, you can just run from here, get this one, run here. Maybe I should do this later. Because there's another stone we get in there. Yeah, I probably want to show this together. Like not the 6. There's the 6 and the 2 that you can find in there. I will do that together with the 6, the second one. Okay, so after that, the 3. I showed that already. I will show it again. Right here. I just have to go from here. Maybe I'll do a little cut until I'm at this section again, but I guess I could do it in full, it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe I'll cut it out, whatever. But it is after you pick up the two-handed talisman. I'm just doing it, I'm doing it again now, just to have it like complete. Again, you just run up here. You start slow walking, or whatever, just whatever makes you able to hit this consistently. You jump off, you jump in. We pick up this one, of course. We did that before, right? Then we go here. We trigger him. We throw a spear. I just do a tap heavy. If you run like this, he probably shouldn't hear you. Then we pick up the two-handed talisman. Even if he sees us here, it does not matter. I don't think he has a ranged attack. Maybe he has, but... Okay, we jump here just to avoid these enemies. And then the only thing you need to worry is do not land on this guy's head. You can pick up the freeze for free. He will not aggro unless you land on him. Because then he might attack you. Then just... The dogs might be somewhere, but like... Just be smart, don't walk into a dog. And just keep running, because there's also a guy that can throw shit at you. That's how you do it. That's how you pick up the first tree. There's a second tree. Battle before tree jump. Yeah, okay. So let's do that. I will show... That's actually kind of tricky to do now. No, it's not actually. It's not. Because we're not getting Shriek. I'm not showing how to get Shriek as... like, I don't want to include the specific stuff. Like, I just don't. I just want to get the stuff that's like broad, that's like that everybody could find useful. And Shriek is just too niche for me to include here. There's a scorpion up there, a spider scorpion, whatever. This is his event trigger area. If we go into here, he will fall down. What you can do is you can make a sound and then activate him later. That's what we do. We aim here, we chuck a spear, we charge heavy, and then walk into here. He will turn around now, then we can sprint. Then there's a bunch of little spider scorpions that come running for us. We can just... We want to eventually go at the right side. You can jump over here and pick up some money. It's not that much, but if you want to, you can pick it up. There's these guys that fall down, but if you walk like that, you're fine. Here we need to actually be careful that we don't make any sound, because that guy can actually hear shit. Okay. We did this. Now, there's a spider scorpion behind here. We can chuck a spear. They changed this recently, like, I don't know. Not in the latest patch, but before. Because it used to be that you had an event trigger for him. You needed to like walk into this corner before he became active. Now we can just throw spear. And he will jump out. And we can just safely sneak behind him. Actually not safely. He didn't walk at the... He didn't run at the noise I made. So, but you saw, like, even if you don't, you run away from him. He has a ranged attack that you need to dodge. But it's not hard to dodge. Like, it's fine. Just try this a few times. Usually you should be fine. Just doing it like that. Just make sure, like, maybe go a little bit closer. And then throw the spear back there. It should work most of the time. Next specific thing. There's this guy. This guy blocks our path. All the other enemies don't matter. This guy blocks our path. What you can do is, like, if I throw a spear now, he will not hear it. Like, he's not active right now. He doesn't care. This is his event trigger. So what we do is we sneak into, like, this. Like, onto this pile of rubbish, whatever. Now he's active. Now we can throw a spear back there. Just make sure you don't hit any other enemies. And we sneak past here. Then we go here. These guys shouldn't see you. They are like, I don't know where. Probably this box here is the event trigger. And then these guys are not active. You could technically just walk in front of them, but you can also just go here. They are passive. They are pathing. So just don't waste any time. Just do it. What did I just pick up? The second 3, okay. The fourth one is exactly here. I will show that now. Okay, we do this again. We activate him. Throw a spear back there. This was actually bad. You don't want to throw it too high. You don't want to throw it at the wall. Because if you throw it too high and it hits too high, he will try to go up the stairs and investigate like on this upper path. You don't want to have that happen. Okay, next thing. We want to run into this. Run into here. Until you're like this high. And then I kind of run to, like, look to the right and then go left again. It's pretty easy. You just have to feel it. And then we just run over here. Super simple skip. You could also, like, if you don't care about weapon only, you could also stand there and, like, do a tap heavy at him. He will run at you. He will always do the same jump attack. You can dodge it. And then if you are, like, consistent at a skip, you can run here and do the skip before he catches up to you. You can also do that. It's, like, faster than baiting him away. Right? And then we can just simply go up here. This is a little bit tricky. It looks super weird and scuffed. And I haven't really tested this a ton. What usually works, I can show this maybe a few times here. Please let me drop something. Let's make it safe for him. Okay. There's a few things that work here. We can sneak past. He aggroed now. From what I've seen, he always does like the normal projectile attack and not the one that spawns beneath you. God, my throat is hurting from all the talking, man. I'm not used to it. So this works. He also, like, usually just does this attack, like one attack, and you're fine. I'll do it again. You can also just... Now I sneaked and, like, sneak sprinted past him. What also works is just jogging past him. He will... Sometimes, like, that happens as well, right? I haven't done this 1,000 times, but I never get hit here. It's just usually a little bit different. This time he didn't aggro at all. Sometimes he will throw shit at me, but it will miss me. Going exactly that path. Right? So if I just run this again... Sometimes that is don't aggro. Maybe it's morning though. It's not nighttime. So this works and sneaking and sprinting works. If they... Like, now he saw me. He does this attack. They do that. And then you just don't want to waste any time. And just run here. If you're new... If you're not really sure. Like, if you know them better, like maybe I do. And you're like... Sure you didn't make a mistake and they didn't actually aggro to you, they just throw this one attack, then you can just you don't have to run, but I would run so they don't spawn this attack beneath you. You can now you can, like, sneak past them. They shouldn't be able to see me here. We can go here and pick up this 4. There's even, if you wanted to, pick up Shriek, you can go back. Just be careful. I use this structure to, like, block their view of me. And throw a spear over there. They investigate that. That gives me the time to, like, safely go here. Now I would probably just wait for them to like idle again, go to their normal position. I guess you could throw another spear. He even jumps down. That's crazy. That's not good. Yeah, probably just wait here. Actually, you would probably get the grace first, right? You would get the grace first, pick up this, and then just fast travel to that grace. That's the way you do it. So that was the first 4. After skip to Relana, that this is arguably the better one. That I would recommend, because it's easy, it's fast, and you have to maybe get to Relana if you're doing all legends, right? Okay, almost 2 hours. Maybe you can finish before 2 hours. I don't really care. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. Okay, what we do here is we just... It's the normal Relana skip, right? We jump around here. Or the normal Caster Answer skip. Okay, we come here. I should probably create a safer. I don't care though. Because it's super easy. I did this like twice and I'm already like confident I will never miss this again. What you do is you run off here. You jump. And then you jump into here. This looked very sketchy right now. I did it badly. Normally, it's like safer than this. For some reason I can't like open my map here. I can just quickly do it again. Yeah, but like probably do it a few times just to make completely sure you will never miss this on a run. It's like not worth the risk to do like skips half-assed and not practice them beforehand. Like usually just you're close. Oh, nice, nice. You have time to fast travel out though, right? Actually, I don't. Oh, this is bad. I don't have fast. Oh, this is cringe. I know why this happens actually. Okay, so forget what I said. Practice the skip because you can't fast travel out. I know why. Because of these extremely ridiculous art mages down there. Like these fucking retards down here. These ones. This guy and this guy. They have an extremely big aggro range. Maybe you can avoid them. Probably make sure you avoid them. Now they saw me. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's kind of sketchy. Yeah, but it's not like this. This thing's super slow, right? If you're doing the skip, they should not be able to hit you. There's a rock behind you. But just jump early. Just trust that this thing is here. And you can jump. That is not good, actually. You want to jump to here. But it doesn't matter as well. I shouldn't have made that sound. Don't attack in order to, like, shorten your animation. Because you need to bait him away. Because this fall here, this landing animation, is loud enough to make him turn around. Also, in this chest is another blessing, I'm pretty sure. I haven't been here since my first playthrough, but I feel like I've seen people pick up a blessing in there. Now you have your grace for Relana. And this one here is arguably the better Somber 4 to get. Right, so we did that. The 5. But we need to start from back section. I tried to find an easier one than this, but I couldn't really find an easier one. Obviously this is the 9, I'll come back to that later. This is probably safe, even though we have to walk a little bit. It is probably faster, even though you have to walk a little bit. Usually you would send this elevator back. No. Usually it would be up because you came up here, right? Nice. Look at this. Cool. We can test it right now with 0 blessing. But... usually how many would you have? You would have... Like just by doing the simple setup, you would have 3 pots here. Yeah, the Somber 5 is definitely the trickiest one. Okay, here we got the event box of this Fire Knight again. What we do is we sneak and we just run into this corner right here. And then we sneak here and we wait here. It's daytime. So this is not some nighttime stuff that happens here, it's just he didn't see. And then we wait. And then we sneak past him. Obviously I picked this up before. Now we have this. There's one bed here. I can activate the character mash to make it more obvious. Okay, there's one bed here and another one here. We sneak for, like, out of this box. It seems like is his trigger. And then he will sneak over here. He will walk over there and then he will just stay there. And then it's fine. The trickier part is triggering this one. He starts like flying at here at giant, really fast. He will fly here really fast once we hit this event box. I remembered by just this weird thing that has like a shitty texture. What we do is this guy doesn't hear me, right? So I can go in here and then I run for it. And he doesn't see me. Obviously, this is harder if you don't have the fancy lines showing you what to do, but that's why I try to look for stuff within the textures that are always there, right? Okay. Now he's back there. He's waiting for me to do shit. I throw the spear at like this. And then I'm gonna sneak here. And then run. And now if you're here, he will never be able to see you again. I can activate the target to view. Like this is that big. He will never be able to see me again. Because he's just sitting there. We did that. Okay. Next up, there's a bed down here. And one up there. The one up there we don't care about. That's why I'm making a save file right now. Because I'm not sure if you need blessings for this or not. You probably want like to do the blessing setup first before you get the Somber. That's why this is the most annoying Somberstone to get on the setup. But the easiest one I could find. Maybe there's I just used Map Genie and stuff, Map Genie and the Factual Life map. And that's like the easiest one I could find with these two maps. So this is the event box here for this bat. What I do is I jump in, I jump out for him to get active. I try to like sneak in this corner, like to avoid him. But it didn't work for me. So we have to kill him. Okay, it doesn't work. Yeah, 3 pots is fine if you don't have blessings. If you have some blessings, 2 is fine. It should be easy to get them by now. And then what we do is... This is hard to see because like his targeting view takes a long time to disappear. That's just how enemies are in this game. Now we can just sneak past this wall here. Just sneak and sprint. He will like do shit, but he won't see you. From my testing, he won't see you. See, he's not there. And we just get the most amazing, the best water, whatever, lowering the water cutscene in the game. Dude, my voice is like almost gone because I'm really not used to like talking that much. Okay, I got a Somber 5. That's the earliest one that I could find. That's like somehow to get, somehow easy to get. Like that's not even easy. It's just somehow you can get the Somber 5 consistently on a no-hit run. For me, it's consistent. Maybe I didn't try it enough times. I didn't try it 100 times, I'm honest here. I didn't try it 100 times, but it seems consistent to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really hope I'm not. Okay, this is one day later. I just wanted to redo this part here. It is about the Somber 5 and the Somber 1 that are on the way if you're going down from Inner Ilum. If you take the skip towards the divine beast. Yeah, it is these two stones. They are super specific, but like it's just directly on the way. Like, and I guess on an all legends run, you would probably do this skip as well, because it's just I feel like it's so much easier than going through the entirety of Bellerots. Of course, I do go for the first bit just to get Shriek and stuff. But yeah, just jump down, or like kill the first one. They won't listen to steps, so you can backstep the first one. If you jump or just run off and just keep going, this guy is like turned around. He will look towards this door. He will hear you, but if you just keep running, he will not be able to see you. And then just kill this guy as well. Then you can just jump off here. I use this second pillar here as my reference. You can jump before or after. You can also jump onto this platform, then jump onto these stairs. Then I jump off here. It's not, doesn't have to be super precise. Just like so that you kind of land in this area where you just, if you were to slide off, you slide off onto this thing and not like into the void. Okay, here, what I try to do is I try to like, you don't have to slow walk, you can also normal walk, but I try to be like a little bit away from this pillar, because like I'm just like trying to avoid like being bounced off by the wall, right, while falling. Stuff happens sometimes. Then here also like keep like a little bit of distance to the wall, and then we can just walk along here and just jump off. Now there's an enemy here. You can like stealth and then just make this jump, and he will do a scripted attack as soon as you jump into this event square here, or event rectangle. So he did like a scripted attack. Now he turns around. You don't have to use stealth. I guess he listens to footsteps, but he's one hit on, like, if you're leveled at least, or if you have an upgraded weapon. What you can also do is if you don't have stealth, you just jump off. I don't think, I didn't sit here for like 10 minutes and check all his attacks, but I do not think he has a ranged attack. And he's like super slow, so you could do this without stealth, just jump off and just wait for him to do an attack and then like do a running attack. Okay, this is like decently, not really super tricky, but you want to have stealth, because as soon as you step out of this doorway, the guy will aggro if you don't have stealth. I'm pretty sure. I guess I could test it without stealth, but like, but then again, like, if you made it to this point in the game, you have stealth, so there's no point in not using stealth here. So what I do is I stealth, and before I trigger him, I make a sound. If you don't do it that way, he will not instantly like walk towards there. He will do some other stuff. And he doesn't listen to sound either, as you just saw. Do it like that. Do it like some... It's not super precise, right? Just make sure you are stealth while triggering him. And I recommend you make a sound before you trigger him, because if you don't, he will just come down directly in front of the doorway, right? And then for you, it's super hard to somehow make a sound behind him so he turns around, because he's like super fat and he will block the entire doorway. And the hitbox of the Smithship Spear is incredibly big. I wonder if I can see that here. Yeah, it's super fat. Look at that. It's super fat. And that's why if he's blocking the doorway, there's a high chance when you want to throw the spear past him that you will hit him instead. Okay. Then for this skip, I'm kind of outdated on this. Like, maybe somebody found a way to script this without this Ash of War. It's just the sword lance with the standard Ash of War on it. You need 14 strength, right? 14 strength and 11 dex to wield it. Should be like decently available, unless you're doing like, it should be easy, right? Unless you're doing no stat boosting, level 1, something like that. Yeah. So what I do here, like as I said, I'm not super up to date on the strat here. I know that it works with the sword lance. Maybe somebody found a way to jump into that, but it's kind of hard to jump into this because I don't know. From my limited testing, I couldn't get it consistent. Maybe there's somebody out there that did. So what I do, I just walk into this corner. I use my little square thingy on the compass to aim at this line here of the pillar, of the right side of the pillar, and then aim like this height maybe. It's not super precise, I guess. And then I press the Ash of War button, and after that I press W. Okay, now my camera got kind of moved. Yeah. You can just jump off here. You can go up towards Divine Beast area. Get your grace here. Then if you want the Somber one, you can just jump off here. We'll take a little bit of fall damage. And then here is the Somber one. So that's... I recorded this like one day later because I wasn't happy with how I did it yesterday. But that's how you get like a super specific Somber 1 and 5. If you're doing all legends, you probably want to use a skip to get Divine Beast. Maybe this is easy, like going for Battlefield. I haven't routed it myself yet because the skip is here, right? And I want the Sombers, so yeah. Yeah, that's it for now. Now the video will probably just continue as normal. Bye bye. Okay, we are in Inner Illim right now, so I can just show that. Just to speed this up, I won't show a strat for these birds. What you can do on every run is just spam round rocks at them. What you can do for these birds is you can use round rocks for them on like every run, but that's why I want to speed this up. It's more specific to your run, what your stats are, because like if you're a Faith build, for example, you can just use fire calls because they will deal a ton of damage. Yeah. Then that's the thing, right? These guys are not active again. So what you do is you have to activate them by running into their event box. Then what I do on my run is I just bait them back here. Speed this up. He should be coming. Maybe he gets stuck like somewhere. This is kind of sketchy actually. If he does this attack, you have to run back here. And then you're just waiting for them to either get leashed or just they can attack, but they will like get stuck here in this, like between this pillar and the wall. I will show it for one. You just have to be wary of the range. Yeah, I saw that. Like, that was very sketch. If you're standing here and if you spam them, that is if you hit. If you spam them, usually, like if you spam them, 3 or 4 will posture break them. I wanted to show that, but like, that's just, I don't have a good ranged option on my one. It's kind of the only thing I got here. It works. That's why I showed the round rock. Let's do infinite consumables, so this is easier. Oh, he didn't even, like... Where's this box? It's like this one here? Like this one? Yeah. Wow, these enemies are so good, man. So, but if you like stand safe and also make sure you don't yeet yourself off the building while throwing these. And make sure you don't go too close. I'm just like normally I would be a lot more precise when throwing these, because I don't want to like get a bunch of them. You have to be careful. Yeah, as I said, like, I just want to make this fast. Usually, just bait them into this corner, like maybe bait on attack, but just make sure they don't hit you. Then you can spam 3 of them in a row, maybe 4, and then you will get the stun sound if you spam them and hit all of them. And then they like are on the ground. You can repulse them. You can just kill them at that point if you have an upgraded weapon. That is. Yeah, this section is just like you can't really do it without an upgraded weapon. I feel like there's this guy. Usually I would have stealth here. I guess I do right now. You could use it. Usually I'd say I would have stealth here. And then what you do is for this guy you run in here, you pick up the blessing, and then you just go into this, like just go here. He will stomp himself off the roof because he's a fucking idiot. And then just jump in here. And then down here is the Somber 6. This is a Somber 6, 100%. Trust me on this. This is a Somber 6. It's just on the save file. Already picked it up. This is 100% a Somber 6. I trust me. It's a Somber 6. The other option would be this one. I already skipped the other Somber 2 because it's in here as well. You just have to be careful. There's 2 dev birds here. So these 2, right? If you run fast, you're fine. You can, I guess you could bait them away, but I would just gun it now. You can probably also like figure out a better line. But it should be safe to just gun it. Now we just make our way down here. Make our way into this forge. This will be what? The Somber 2, the worst one. That's definitely the better one. I would always recommend this one. And this one is the earliest 6 you can pick up probably. Or like a good one that I found while looking at the map genie and stuff. There's a blob right there. You can stay here, you can just run through. There's another blob right here, pay attention to that one. Don't run into him. Now what we're doing is... the Somber 2 is here. Oops, my mouse. Okay. You see his event, don't go close to him, obviously. What you can do here, he's turned around. You can run and just run in a circle around him. You just strafe his attack like that. You can go up. You can also run the lower path, but there's like a blob here that will aggro. It doesn't matter because you need to Memory of Grace anyways. But I just wanted to show that there is an upper path. This thing is this here is quite interesting. He's sitting here, right? He has a targeting view. But the targeting view actually doesn't do anything. Like, I can stand in here, in his targeting view, and he won't aggro. What you see here is the event box. If you walk into this box, he will stand up. So just make sure, you can see it, right? It is like right next to this item. Just approach from the left side and pick up the item. Just don't even mess with him. Just don't even mess with him. and Memory of Grace. That's how you get your worst pickup for the Somber 2 and your probably better pickup for this one if you want to have a Somber weapon early on. Okay, this one is quite a long run. You can do the blessing setup first and have like a, because now we're at a +6, right? We're trying to pick up the +7. What you can do is you can upgrade your weapon to +6 and get your blessings to whatever level you can get. Probably, what would that be, like +8 or something? And then you want to kill the scarab here. There's enemies here, there's enemies there. Just make sure you kind of push him into this direction here. That's the first Somber 7. It's a really fast one. Because, yeah, right next to the grace we pick up anyways, because we need stones from the Talu Forge. Okay, the other one would be this one. This is a longer path, but it gets you another Shadow Tree Blessing. So just be fast here, because there's the guy up there. If you're going to get this one, you can also pick up the item back there. That is 3 of these, 3 of the fly mold things that you need for rock pots. You can pick up that item. That's obviously the dry leaf seal. And then you just make your way down here. I did search for a way to jump up here. Like, when you pick up the Moldmonger's bell bearing, you can 100% get up here, but this one is kind of tricky. You have to jump in here. I didn't manage to get it consistent for me, at least. There's some blobs here, but like, they shouldn't be an issue ever. Just run past. And then there's some flowers, but they should also not be an issue at all. Just run past. Dude, I need to, like, my voice is fucking dying right now. They do their shit, but we don't care. Just run past. Just stay moving. And then here you have a blessing. You can usually, like, fast travel out in, like, a few seconds here. Yep. So that's the other 7 that is longer, but rewards you with an extra blessing. Okay. These 2 I showed in my normal guide already. I'll show them again right now. Although I have them picked up on this save file already. But again, I will just show you where they are. Just to have like a complete section in the video that is just for Sombers, and you can just watch and I show you every single location. Again, watch out, there's some blood fiends here. You can just kind of gun it though, because it is not that precise to just get to this forge here. Yeah, there might be a few scarabs here and there that give you easier smithing stones or easier somber stones. Like, I think there's a scarab out here. There's a scarab here, but I didn't check them. Usually you would pick up this rune, right? You would pick up the smithing stones here. Yeah, but I tried to avoid scarabs as much as possible. For the 7 it wasn't really possible. Because that was like literally the easiest one. But I gave an alternative, right? And then I showed this, as I said, I showed this before on the normal setup section. You go down here. You don't have to worry at all, there's no enemies here. And then on this corpse there's a pickup with the Somber 8. The other Somber 8 I showed as well. It is when you're making your way towards the Gaius Grace, like towards the Gaius fight, you go up here. Now we need this again. Like, maybe I can show this again with the bat. Like, not when it doesn't fall down. It falls down so often. Like maybe I don't do this jump now. Maybe it doesn't fall down. Would be cool to like include this. Yeah, usually you would wait from here. Please don't fall down. That's what I mean. Like it doesn't even matter if I jump. But again, you would wait until he crosses here, and then you would run in front here, go up the ladder, and then dance with him around this pillar, so you avoid him seeing you. Okay, now you drop down here. And then this is the other 8. Definitely a worse pickup, because like sometimes he aggroes. I didn't really figure this out, because it's not necessary for me. I have a better Somber 8 pickup. But this would be the other location. And then 9, there's a few. 9, there's a few. As I said before, there's one right behind this Fire Knight on a corpse. I don't like to pick it up, because then the Fire Knight has more time to follow you. But you can still just easily do it. You just jump off your horse, like, and if you're afraid, you can just do it like I'm doing it now. Just come here. This is the Somber 9 pickup. This is the one I picked up. On the safe file, at least. Then the easiest and the best one, I also showed that in the normal setup before. It is just, if you come up this elevator from the church district, it is right on this corpse. Without a doubt, the best one to pick up. Early as well. And then there's a third option. There's probably one more as well, but there's a third option right here. After you burn the ceiling tree, you get teleported to right here. And then you just turn around and pick up the Somber 9. That's the third Somber 9. Okay, Somber 10s. There is only one that is really like, that is like without that you can get without a super fucking headache. I need to unlock every single grace here. Activate group. So I just start from here. I won't run all the way to this grace, because it's like mostly you just run. It's super. Yeah, I'm fucking dying here. It's super straightforward. Here, obviously, you wanna pay attention that you do not get smoked by this lightning. If you're on a no-hit run, you will get one-shotted by these lightnings. Of course, it isn't a hit if you get hit by this lightning, because it's environmental. And it's always here, even after like Bale dies. But if you die from if you die, it's still a hit. But at least they have like a good, like tell. Doesn't instantly spawn on you. There's blobs here, so you have to be fast. And walk in a circle, so even if they attack, they just miss because you just strafe it. And then you just it's like right on the way to Bale. So this is without a doubt the best Somber 10 to get. And you technically just need to, that is what? That's a plus 25 actually. That's a plus 25 you could get if you wanted to. But the other one is like, it might ultimately be slower, because you have to wait for the elevator to go all the way up and then down again. So, yeah. And then there's a few other Somber 10s, but you always have to kill like a Ghost Flame Drake for it. Like one of the 3 Ghost Flame Drakes. This one. this one here, and this one. And then there's another one. But the other one is super, super annoying to get. I'm gonna be honest. It's when you're... It's like... Where I showed the Somber 6 pickup earlier. Let's one-shot this guy. Where I showed the Somber 6 earlier is... like right in front. It's just right up there. In this tower. I'm just showing the other side now. I want like border. I could show this entire NRM section, but it's not really part of the setup. So yeah. Okay, normally we would be here, right? After the Somber 6 pickup. And then you have to somehow... Yeah, it's already scuffed, right? It's easier from the other side, I want to say. To bait them away with the spears. I guess you also have stealth. Which helps. I didn't test this a lot. I tested this like... It's a long time since I tested that. Like usually I would try to... Like, I'm coming from this staircase, right? I would try to... bait both of them into this corner and then go down here. But it's super, super annoying to do this. Like, it's super annoying and takes super long. This is... They are mixed up. You wanna have it this way. And then... There's a curse blade coming up here. He's coming here, right? So I just throw a spear here. Stealth again. He still saw me. Oh, I killed him because of the one shot. Yeah, but I'm just... I don't want to waste time here, like making this perfect. But it's like you just have to figure this out on your own. I just wanted to show that there is another technically another option for Somber 10, but the other one is just so much better. Because you only have to kill Dragon Man, and you can just run straight through to get it. And in order to get this one, you need to kill Romana, you need to kill Mesmeric, you need to kill Dragon Man as well to get stealth. And then you have to go all the way down here, mess with this fucking Curse Blade enemy. My mouse is gone again. Fuck this borderless shit, man. I hate it. I don't know, dude. I wish like every game would just have an option that lets you play borderless, but keeps your mouse still in the game, right? Every time I have my menu here and I turn to the left, my mouse now is on my second monitor and I can press shit, right? I press shit on my ER2 right now. This is so annoying. It's easy, like the worst part of playing on mouse and keyboard. Yeah, and then you have to... Like if you do this, nice. If you do this, you have to come up here again. Or you do it the way I just did it. You grab the grace up there first and then you backtrack all the way. It's just not a good option to get it. The other Somber 10 is a lot better in my opinion. Not even opinion, it's just the fact that it's much better to get. Much easier, much faster, much less pain in the ass to get. Holy shit, my voice is fucking dead as hell. Like, I'm super tired now. It's 2 AM for me. The recording is 2.5 hours. Holy shit. Oh my lord. But now I have the full completed setup guide for the Stranded DLC run. We did plus 25, 1 weapon. Plus 10. Technically plus 10, 2 weapons. Super scuffed some of the pickups, but as I said, I tried to include at least one that's accessible without killing any bosses, that's like easy to get. Somewhat easy to get, right? Somewhat early to get as well. I think I did a good job, at least. And then of course we got to Blessing level 10 without killing any boss. And then plus 12 if you kill Gaius for the 5 fragments that lie behind him. Yeah, I think that's surely enough, right? It's a super fucking long video, but I just tried to include all the little fucking shitty things. Because there's just so much stuff you have to pay attention to with these DLC enemies. Some don't listen to footsteps. Some are completely inactive before you even go into their like little event box, right? And I just wanted to include all of that stuff, so I just have a complete guide that's like teaches you kind of everything you have to pay attention to when you set up your Stranded DLC run. My voice is fucking dead now. I need to quit talking for like 2 weeks. Bye bye. Yep.